And Darren's chance to call, which he does with Jack Queen offsuit.
We were saying earlier, by him calling now, he's leaving himself open to vulnerability. Let's see if Nick takes advantage of that.
So Nick 7-8 offsuit just with a call.
Everybody seems to be limping now. It's going to be a family
Greg does exactly that. We haven't seen much action from him, but the sunglasses go on. And 500 to Emmanuel, who's the small blind. And Miron on the big blind has the chance to check or bet. He decides to check, which means we'll go to the flop with 5 players.
Let's hope no diamonds for Miron.
I'm one of those new players. I just like limping. I think I'm the big blind. I could have a 3, guys. I'm not sure.
Could have a 3.
So I'm gonna take it easy. All right, 2 grand.
Maybe he should check. Eh?
Can I have a look? No, I don't know. I can't remember.
Is it double bluffing?
I swear on my life. Yeah, guys, swear it's a 3. Am I allowed to do that? If it's not a 3, do I get into trouble?
It's not a 3 in trouble.
Oh, is it? That's fine. They're all going to fold anyway.
Well, he doesn't have a 3 of hearts or a 3 of spades in his hand. That we know.
Tell me second. I'll give you a discount because you're family.
Nick's got top pair, so he calls.
There we go.
People usually bet in the dark when they're strong. Let's see if Nick can pick up on this.
I'm going to give you 2,000 in the dark from a brother, eh? 2,000 in the dark from your brother. Don't raise. Please, God, don't raise. You lose all your chips. Give me the money, full house. I told you, my brother, I'm giving you a discount.
Well, let's call it good sportsmanship between the brothers. He's got the hand, he's got the full house. He flips it over to show Nick and save the argument on Sunday.
What are you joking? I couldn't put 10.
I can only say big blind special.
How's your brother chips out of you, eh?
For sure, I'll be back. I will come back and I'll be back. Like I've always said, it's 80% luck, 20% skill.
I played like an absolute chop. I kept getting chips and giving them back, playing too many hands. I think I just rushed. It's a long tournament. I was very tired from yesterday. It was a long day.
How did you feel about the general vibe amongst the players?
Oh, awesome. I mean, 290 starters, great tournament. Not the greatest day for me, but things were good in there, and I think it's going to continue to be good for the next 2 days.
And our Swedish visitor, once again, we get a glimpse of his headphones. I'm fascinated by them. Wonder how much they weigh. Hope they're made of lightweight foil.
Our new player to the table, Dean. He's picked up pocket jacks in early position, also known as the hooks.
Well, he's not going to have a chance to get settled in, but nice to find a hand to play. Hasn't even counted up his chips yet.
So he'll probably end up raising to 9,000. Oh, he just flat calls. Perhaps setting a trap for an aggressive player to re-raise.
Yeah, or, you know, maybe he doesn't know all the players. He is new to the game. He doesn't know everybody at the table, and he doesn't know who he wants to be taking on. So he finds it an easy way to get in. Mark spots a bit of weakness. He's raised 5-6 offsuit. 15,000.
Little does he realize. Oh, and Ilian behind him has got ace queen. This will be perfect for Dean. If Ilian flat calls, then he can do a big re-raise.
Just be patient. That's what I told myself.
And Elijah with some cards that I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get off those. Well done. So Lund's made the call with his ace-queen. And action round to Dean. Opportunity for him to raise.
Oh, he just flat calls. How strange. He's decided to flat call with his jacks out of position against 2 players. Not quite sure what his plan is, I'm guessing, for a 10-high flop like this.
Well, he's taken the lead. He's got the pocket pair. No overcards.
It's an interesting play, which I don't see that often these days. I'm assuming he's going to check and let Mark or Ilian bluff at it, and then he'll re-raise, find out where he is, and pick up the pot.
30,000.
Yep. Mark
Well, Mark's
quickly comes
decided
out.
to come out, yep.
He does his continuation bet. You can see Dean's thinking already what he's going to do with his jacks. Almost certainly re-raise.
Well, it's not easy to know what to put Mark on. Plays a variety of hands.
But Ilian could get in trouble here because he knows Mark could raise with anything. It looks like Dean's weak, so Ilian could make a play on Mark, which could actually make Dean fold his jacks. But I doubt it. He'll probably re-raise. Let's see if you can work out that Dean's got a big hand and fold.
Ilian with all the experience in the world at card games and board games.
He's considering every possible option. Wise move.
Yeah, and even wiser if he gets it right.
Very good fold. Now it's back to Dean for the squeeze. No, he just flat calls. Interesting play yet again, but...
Well, now he's in trouble because now Mark's pretended to be strong from the beginning, and this could get Dean into some serious trouble, not knowing if he's got the ace.
Well, the problem is he's played his jacks cute. Now Mark's come out betting again. Dean just hasn't got a clue where he is because at no point during the hand did he define his hand. Did he re-raise? Did he ask any questions? Look, look at that look on his face. It's not a look of somebody who knows what he seems to be doing. You can see he's flustered. You can see he's frustrated. He's going to have to fold his jacks here.
Yeah, the irony is that if Mark can't get him off because he's hooked onto his own jacks, then Mark's going to end up in trouble trying to carry through the bluff.
He hasn't even stacked his chips up yet.
He has had a chance.
That's... As it happens, it looks like a good call, but he hasn't looked at Mark. He hasn't got any information out of him.
He's calling for the wrong reasons. He's calling because he's now married to the hand.
Exactly. Hopefully Mark will be able to realize that Dean is weak here. And he should try and push him off.
I mean, I think Mark's doing everything right. He's trying to put the guy under pressure. You can see he's nervous. Mark's continuing with the pressure.
If Mark manages to fire a third bullet here, that'll be a really good play.
Well, yeah, provided that Dean can get off the hand eventually. Otherwise, it's just going to spell trouble for Mark.
Of course, that's correct. If he goes all in, I'm pretty sure Dean won't be able to call this.
Welcome to the TV table, Dean.
Poor guy's first hand.
Center stage. And a lot of pressure.
He checks it, but rather angrily.
Is that what he was doing?
Well, he banged the table. I'm assuming that he wants that to put Mark off and have a showdown.
I've seen guys knuckle the table, but talk about flat-handing the felt.
If Mark is able to put in a big raise here, he should be able to win himself a very big pot with 6 high. On the other hand, the fact that he's asked for an exact count before making a bet might show some weakness, which Dean may pick up on. Look at that, you can see he's genuinely frustrated.
Yeah. You know, it's great to see guys coming and playing in these tournaments, but it's tough for him. And it's...
Oh, I think he's going to do it. I think Mark's going to fire the third bullet. He's going to pull the trigger.
63-5.
Well, if Mark's not going to get out of the hand, then this is all he can do.
I'm in.
What? He says he's in. He hasn't even thought about the hand. He hasn't even looked at Mark.
Good call.
It turns out to be a very good call, but I don't see how it's possible without even thinking about it.
Well, Dean either made a great read on Mark from the beginning, or he was married to the hand. He hasn't got all the experience in the world, but Mark is going to be frustrated that he couldn't get Dean off the hand.
Well, Dean has won a huge hand.
Well, all credit to Dean. He's got the money in front of him, and maybe he'll be able to relax and enjoy himself now.
They brought you here to make you chip leader. Brought me here to make me the chip leader, and I've never played this game before.
Well, Dean
that just explains.
Yeah, that explains a couple of things. It explains the pressure that he's under, maybe explains some of the calls, and maybe Mark should have taken that more into account.
Mark's just thinking about it now. Look at that. You can see him cursing at himself in his head.
I think guys could arrive at the table with a full profile on how many tournaments they've played.
That would be a great help, but then unfortunately it doesn't work like that.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed the action from the first day of the Sun City $1 Million Poker Tournament. It's been a grueling day where we've seen a field of over 300 players narrowed down to just 100.
That's right, Rick. And from this 100 players, we're going to have to eliminate a further 90 of them tomorrow until we're left with just 10 players. These 10 players will be the final table, which will conclude on day 3. There are still some big names left in this tournament, including the 2005 World Champion Joe Hashem and the 2007 South African Open Champion Jamie Villela. I expect to see some great action tomorrow, Rick.
We'll see you next time for the Sun City $1 Million Poker Tournament. Until then, from John Tabatabai and myself, Rick Allen, remember, you have to know when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em.
I think it's nice. I love to play against
when you have some good opponents that you can face and make tough decisions against, and then you have some weak players that you can like game chips. That's the reason you're playing, right? But you also want some good players to improve your play. So I think this was a very nice tournament, and I really like to go again.